Hello, and thank you for joining us in the BrainWords studio. I am Dr. Richard Gentry, the author of Spelling Connections. Today, let's focus on how to do a spelling pretest for the week. The spelling pretest results will allow the teacher to assess the student's level as either emerging, on level, or challenge. The teacher will then assign an appropriate word list matching each student's level. We will go inside a third grade class where, with the help of our guest teacher, we will demonstrate a weekly lesson from the third grade text of Spelling Connections, a word study approach. Let's start with 4 givens. First of all, you need a grade-by-grade curriculum. You can't just teach spelling off the top of your head. Secondly, you need 20 minutes each day for explicit study of English spelling as recommended by research. On Monday, devote 20 minutes for the spelling pretest. The third given required for the spelling pretest is the weekly spelling list should be organized by a pattern or spelling principle, which is the lesson objective to be studied for the week. Let me explain and show you why. In your Spelling Connection third grade teacher edition, turn to the table of contents on page Roman numeral 3 through Roman numeral 5. You'll find 36 weekly lessons, including 6 weeks of review lessons. Notice the specificity of these weekly lessons. Now turn to page 210 in the Teacher Edition to see an overview of all the skills associated with rules and patterns that students will study at each grade level. Throughout the year, third graders will study and master all long and short vowel patterns needed by third graders. They study diphthongs, vowel digraphs, blends, complex consonants, spellings of the schwa sound, final stable syllable, LE, R-controlled vowels, homophones, compound words, inflectional endings, contractions, abbreviations, prefixes, suffixes, and all the complex plural forms that third graders need to know for reading and writing. And the fourth given requires that the words used in the spelling pretest should be at the student's instructional spelling level, the level where they can already spell about half of the pretest words correctly in a traditional 20-word weekly list. A student's "I can already spell half of the words on the list" rule ensures that the list is not too hard, not too easy, but just right. This rule is supported by research. It places the student in a proper mindset for learning, feeling confident, and building on what they already know. The learner will associate words which they misspell on the pretest with words they already know that have the same pattern or spelling principle. As you can see, English spelling is very complex with many specific rules and patterns to be studied and mastered. That's why we give you a research-based curriculum, Spelling Connections, a word study approach which has everything you need to teach all your students the rules and patterns critical for mastery for automatic retrieval in long-term memory. This first day of self-testing engages the learner's brain with a pattern or spelling rule that they will practice each day of the week. The recommended pretest procedure follows a hear it, say it, spell it, read it, and self-correction teacher-led sequence for each word. For those of you who have the third grade Spelling Connections text, please turn to page 178A in the Teacher's Edition. Now let's look in on our guest teacher as she demonstrates a spelling pretest.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Wright.
This week, you will explore the sounds, spellings, and meaning of words that change the letter Y to the letter I to make it plural. Plural nouns name more than one person, place, or thing. This week, we will study both plural and singular spellings. Remember this rule for plurals. If a word ends with a consonant followed by Y, change the final Y to I and add ES to form the plural. So, class, pull out your Spelling Connections textbook, but do not open it yet. Since this is Monday, we will do what is called a spelling pretest. On the pretest, I will give you the word's pronunciation and meaning. I will then explain the rule and have you self-correct before you open your book.
Using the sentence provided on page 178A of the Teacher's Edition, the teacher says the word and uses it in a sentence to illustrate its meaning and then pronounces the word again.
Students, are you ready? The first word is mystery. Mystery. The cause of the fire is a mystery. Mystery. Now, class, you say the word.
Mystery.
This brief activity engages the students with the meaning of the word mystery.
Students, can you turn to your partner and make up your own sentence for the word mystery?
Maybe if we wrote something funny, she'd like it more. Really funny.
How about why the dog ate my homework is a mystery to me?
Very good. Now try to see the word mystery in your mind and write down how you think mystery is spelled. Now I will show you the word spelling and have you self-correct or give it a check if you got it right. Then I'll explain how it fits the rule or pattern for the week to help you remember the spelling. The correct spelling of mystery is M-Y-S-T-E-R-Y with Y at the end. Check what you wrote down and self-correct if you did not spell it correctly. Give it a check if you spelled it correctly. Our weekly lesson concerns how the spelling of a word may change when the word form changes from singular to plural. Who remembers the rule or pattern we are studying this week? Nancy, can you tell us?
If a word ends with a consonant followed by Y, change the final Y to I and add ES to form the plural.
Very good, Nancy. That's correct. Now, let's suppose we need to write a sentence changing the singular word mystery to its plural form.
The teacher now moves on to the other words on the pretest, using the same teacher-led pretest routine. Hear it. The teacher pronounces the word. Say it. Students repeat it. Spell it. Teacher spells the word. Read it. Students read the word they wrote. Self-correction. Students check and self-correct their spelling.
The second word is mysteries. I read 3 mysteries a month. Mysteries. Now you say the word.
Mysteries.
Please turn to your partner and see if you can make your own sentence for the word mysteries.
Do you have any ideas?
My parents watch a lot of mysteries on PBS.
Now try to see the word mysteries in your mind and spell mysteries in your workbook. Let me spell mysteries and you check your spelling. Mysteries is spelled M-Y-S-T-E-R-I-E-S. Mysteries is plural. It means more than one mystery, so you should have changed the final Y to I and added ES. Give yourself a check if you got it right.
The pretest continues with these 4 steps. After students have taken the pretest several times, they know the routine, and it will only take about 20 minutes to complete the pretest on day 1. Remember these 4 points. You need first, a curriculum. Second, 20 minutes each day. Third, words organized by a spelling pattern or spelling rule. And fourth, a research-based word list with the right words for your grade level. With clear, skills-focused, and to-the-point instruction, Spelling Connections invites students to participate in easy-to-digest lessons that use identifiable patterns and rules to understand the why behind spelling constructs. For more information about Spelling Connections, please visit my website, jrichardgentry.com, and visit the Spelling Connections page. There you will find links to our publisher, Zahner Blosser, with great information and free samples. Thank you for watching.